Yo, me style them Belleh, Belleh. Me I'm a star up in tell her, oh tell her. Me say me Belleh, Belleh.
Some of the comments, I remember reading one where they spoke about like systematic racism. I know English is not your first language.
You know,
you
one day I just stopped to read it because it's like already 2 weeks. I can't focus on my work.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like I didn't read everything, to be honest, because I'm tired. One day I just felt like...
No, that's no problem. But do you understand like what the concept of like systematic racism is?
Not really. It's like when people just continue to do that, no matter what or what.
Well, what it basically is society is designed in many ways and in many cultures unequally. Like some races are disenfranchised, they're at a disadvantage because of their history. Like for example, in Jamaica, we had colonialism in Jamaica, slavery was a big part of Jamaica.
I know that, yeah.
Because of this now, there's a lot of inequality that is directly tied to race in Jamaica, yeah? And as we all know, dancehall is basically ghetto people music on a whole. So this is the music of the disenfranchised. Now, because of colonialism and other aspects of society, there's things that are in our system. The system is almost designed to put a certain demographic at a disadvantage and to almost keep it that way. And there's a lot of things that's still in the system now that perpetuate this. Generalizations can be very dangerous to the perceptions of these disenfranchised people. When people were saying that you were racist, from what I could make of it,
sure.
It seemed like what they were saying was that, you know, as a white person from an outside culture, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as simple as you're kind of making it out to be that, we're different from these people are like this and we are different. Somebody with the responsibility that you have with the amount of viewers and the following that you have, you know what I mean, that promotes like a racist train of thought. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
How do you feel about that?
Well, haters gonna hate me. I mean, I told you before, but I repeat for the people here. Before I it was like around 1 year ago or something. I had some situation with some of the dancers about my blog. I never tell names. Why? Because I care about this culture. I understand this like power, what I have. Because of that, I never ever tell like in my blog about like names. Well, no, wait. And I had some situation when some guy, dancer, we had some great relationship. If we are not talking about in 2016 when I came first time in Jamaica, he tried to have something with me and I said to him no, he started to ignore me, it's okay. But we had like normal relationship with him. I mean like, yo, hello, how are you, and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I came here with my team in 2019, it was summertime. And I took his friend class with my team. But because all of my team, they didn't want to take his class. They wanted to take his friend class. Well, me and like 2 more girls from my team, we wanted to take his class after. But he didn't know what we came to Jamaica for 3 months, right? Well, after 2 weeks passed, because normally girls come to Jamaica for 2-3 weeks. It was some party, it's already 3 weeks past, and he just passed us. Like he don't know us. Like, you know, like all this thing. And I was so hurt. Because when you love this culture with all of your heart, and when you're trying to build normal relationship with Jamaican guys because you love this culture, because you respect them. Like now, I respect dancers like dancers, but I don't really respect them like about this behavior. But it's not my business. I'm just trying to protect girls because I don't want them to be hurt. Well, I just post this story in my Instagram. Same. I just posted. Like, yo, you know guys, some of Jamaican guys will finish to speak with you if you will not take their class, if you not pay money. I was wrong? No, it was just my situation. And my people in Instagram, they know what, if I'm telling some story, it's just because like it's happened with me. Well, I posted this, and some of guy from Europe, he started it when? Like, it was 1 year ago, he started this. He texted me, yo, you are such a disrespectful, you are here in Jamaica, and you make money on dancehall culture, and you do this, and you do that, and you are racist, and you... For real? I'm a racist for what? I'm a racist because I told the truth? Maybe it's a point about Russian people, what we don't really know a lot about racism, right? Maybe it's our mistake, I don't know. But how someone who don't know me, who don't know what I try to make for dancehall culture, because everyone who is dancing dancehall all over the world, they're doing something for the culture. We know this, right? For example, I put some like story in Instagram and I ask people, like, guys, can you just put yes if you want to come to, Jamaica, if you, because of my blog, if you knew more about dancehall culture, about Jamaica and all these things. Almost 1,000 people put yes. Is that mean nothing? Because even if only 10% from these guys will come to Jamaica because of my Instagram, is that not point?
Everyone agrees that there's aspects of the culture that could be improved, right? But it's the way that we go about trying to improve it that makes the difference. I feel like what I was saying to you earlier, I feel like a lot of the criticisms of being racist comes from a certain insensitivity that people feel like you lacked with that post, you know?
Do you want to hear the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the truth is, first of all, how to tell this word again? Scientific. The truth is, my blog, it's not scientific facts, right? It's just a blog. It's like live journal, first of all.
But
second thing about Instagram. It's working like that in my country. If you want, okay, like you're going to Instagram, right? You just like scrolling every time and like you have to see something really good to read it, right? Mm-hmm. Like you will not read everything what your friends post, right? Why I made this name? Because I wanted people to see, maybe it was wrong to put this, but we can call it some kind of hype, right? It was just to make people to see this. I can't understand one thing, or one more thing. Mm-hmm. If I don't know you, if I'm going to your page and I don't know your personality, and if you, for example, you can post it, right? You can post, I know some Russian girl, she's so weird, she's like blah, 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 and you can even tag me, for example, or you can just talk about Russian girls. I will go to your page and I will see that. What I will do, I will call you like racist or something, no. I will text you in direct and I will ask you, hello, sorry, but I saw your post and I'm Russian and I'm so sorry for you felt about Russian culture, but it's not like that. But I will never ever tell you what you're racist or something. Never ever. Why? Because for me it's not even exist, you know? I'm in this like black culture from 15 years old. From 15 years old, I started to tell my parents like, Mom, Dad, I will have black husband. And they were like, oh, you're crazy. No, Kari, you can't. And I said like, yes, for sure. Because I was in hip hop culture, first of all. And people don't know me. People don't know what, for real. If I had a choice right now to change my skin color, I want to change it. I don't know if it will sound like I'm racist or something.
No,
but I love, like, I don't know how
No.
to explain this to people, but I understand what you're talking about, what it could like hurt them.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. It's like, okay, you know, because maybe a lot of this slavery and a lot of these things didn't exist in your culture, there's a certain detachment from the ways in which certain statements affect or negatively people who struggle with these types of things on an everyday basis. You know what I mean? So because there's a lot of aspects and ramifications from slavery that you can't relate to. I think that people feel like there's a certain insensitivity in the way it was put that a lot of people found offensive, and people don't know you. So what is happening is that your title worked perfectly. It got all the attention for the article that you wanted, but the flip side of that is that a lot of the things is going to be judged. You're going to be judged
Sure.
by a lot of the things that was in. So people don't know you, but they're going to judge by some of these generalizations that were in the article, and they're going to say, this sounds like somebody who was generalizing and speaking negatively of you know, these people.
Okay.
And I think one of the things that I think was a little bit maybe insensitive was the part, you know, when you say, you know, we are
Okay.
not like them, they are different. And this is kind of the mentality, and don't get me wrong, I'm not calling it
No,
racist.
no.
I'm not calling
I know
it-
you, Sanjay. Come on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that this is the train of thought of racist people when they say, you know, we are different from them. Black people are not like us. You know, I know that that's not what.
I know it's a lot of problem because of that. But
Yeah, so you see this other mentality, like they are other than us, or we are different
True,
from them.
it's true.
When really and truly, if anyone else has gone through the things that maybe the Jamaican society and culture have gone through, they would probably behave in a very similar way as the subjugated and disenfranchised people behave in our country.
But the thing what I'm trying to do is not judge Jamaican dancers. It's not this point. I can't see why people. It's for me sometimes it's look like they read my post, but they just saw what they wanted to see. Sometimes I'm reading this. I have like friends from Russia who is living here, and she even had her in university when you making your last project. How it's called?
Thesis.
Yeah, like she did it about racism thing, and she helped me a lot. My point was it's not judge Jamaican dancers. No matter what, like I post in my publication, no matter what, I still choose this culture. I still respect this culture. But it can't continue like that. It can't. Because if I didn't post this, for example, I could come here in Belleh to have some time with all of them. And I know like guys who will still try to have something with me. Even if they have relationship, I'm just tired about that. But I know how to deal with that. But what about young girls who come to Jamaica? You know, one girl, when I started to post it in story, one girl, she's from Russia, she texted me, oh, I'm 15 years old and some of Jamaicans started to send me his naked pictures. Is that good way?
No. And no, I think here's the thing, Kari. Like I think most people, and like I said, we agree that these things are not good and they need to be addressed. But these issues are so complex that they need to be addressed in the right way and as sensitive as they should be treated. Yeah.
Can you imagine if I put it not this way? If I put just like, okay guys, I had some experience here in Jamaica, and this guy hurt me, and this guy hurt like some of girls, and no one could see this post, right? Because it could be better, sure. I'm like, if someone, when you guys read this post, you felt hurt because of that, and you start to feel like I'm a racist or something, I'm really sorry for that. I didn't mean that. You know, I'm feeling myself. Do you know about Me Too movement, right, in USA? And I didn't really know about that. This friend, like, who is living here, she told me about that. This is, I think, what happened. It was some girls who had some sexual stuff with guy who he was like producer.
Yeah, man, we know about this movement. But here's the thing, and the difference with the movements, like, So these movements targeted specific people. You know, they didn't make any generalizations about any group of people or anything like this. It was a matter of people coming forward with their own personal experiences and encouraging others to do the same. So it was done a little bit differently. But I understand what you're saying. You're saying that, you know, like you think it's important to spark this movement of people speaking up and empowering people to talk about their.
Because it's going to happen again and again and again and again if we will not talk about that.
For sure.
if I have to be this person who will have all this hate, all this bullying, all this like stuff, I'm ready for that. You know why? Because I have nothing to lose in this culture. I mean, I was in love with this culture so much, but a lot of dancers like not about relationship, but about normal thing. And for me, I'm feeling myself like, okay, if one day no one from dance community will talk with me, I mean dancers, yeah, Jamaican dancers, it's okay, I will choose another way. Because I'm so tired to fight about that. I'm trying to show what, no guys, I respect your culture, I'm doing this, but they always find some things. Or you're making online classes, or you're making money on our culture, or you're going to video shoot, or you're doing this, or you're doing that, or you're going in middle and circle and dancing at the party. Haters always gonna hate, no matter what. I don't know why, but inside of me, I just feel what I have to talk about that. And if half of dancers will hate me because of that, if they will not talk with me. Like yesterday we had shooting. Some of them came to this shooting and they even didn't look at my side. Is that hurt? Yes, it's hurt. Why they're doing this? Because they kind of know what I'm right, but they don't want to look at this side. I'm not trying to judge them. I'm trying to change something. Maybe I will not change anything. Maybe people just forget about that like in like 3 months or something, and everything will be normal. But even if I will make some like step forward, if people will start to think about that, even if like 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 guys will start to think like, yo, maybe I need to stop using girls this way, for me it will be like I'm kind of win, you know? Even if I know like a lot of people in Europe hate me now. If I care about that now? No. You know why? Because if you want to have classes in Europe like dancer, you have to be so cute. You have to smile. You have to be like, you know, so cute with everyone. And I don't want to have it this way. I choose to be this person who everyone will hate. Not everyone, yeah, but a lot of people. And it's hard. It's so hard because I'm here in Jamaica alone. I'm sitting in my apartment and working alone. Because when you are here in Jamaica for a long time, everyone like treat you like you're, yeah, you know how to come to party. No one tell me anything. And yes, I'm ready to be like that. If I have to like move from Jamaica because of that, I'm ready to do that. But if I will make step forward because of this post, I'm ready for that.
Yeah, and we understand that like I said, there are valid points that the post raises and things that needs to be addressed, but like I said, I feel the overall point, I guess, is that there's ways to do it. You know what I mean? There's ways to do it that don't kind of generalize in this type of way. If you gave it a little bit more thought, maybe in terms of being creative enough with the title, it could have also garnered a lot of attention as well.
I can't even imagine how I could do that, because when I'm preparing my post, I'm just open my notes and I'm just writing how I think. I can't imagine how I could do. I have no PR group, you know.
But this is the thing, though, Kari. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, you now, from this experience, you see how powerful your posts are. they're not so like, oh, let me just write my thoughts. And no, like we said, like your power and your influence comes with a responsibility. You know what I mean?
True.
So
It's true.
so, and I think this is what it's about. Nobody is telling you that what you're talking about is a lie. Like, you know, what we're saying or what the general community is saying is there needs to be some level of sensitivity and thought.
True, it's true. I'm agree with that.
to
I
how-
could post a different way, but I already posted this.
Yeah, and we get this, and no, I mean, like we understand this, and I think this is kind of what I think a lot of the point of a lot of people. You touched upon some points that need to be spoken about, and a lot of the people who are against you also have some valid points as well too.
True. For me, it was so strange when people started to attack me. I didn't do anything. I just did normal stuff. I was talking about Jamaica, about party, about it on a Russian language because my blog about for Russian people. And can you imagine if you just doing your stuff and some people texting you some messages this way? I can't understand that. And maybe one thing what we have to do, I can be wrong, but maybe we have to stop to fight with each other if we don't know something, like everything. I understand what I could touch someone, some feelings and everything, but I can't understand how people can point their fingers and tell like, yo, you're racist. And they never look at what I did before. Never ever. They're not interested. They just maybe they just wanted before to put this finger for someone. And they just find me. And they were just like, yes, finally, you're racist. For me, it's look like that. I understand what I could make it like different way, but...
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this is we just have to be careful, like I said, to not make ourselves that target. All right, so Kari, we've covered a lot in the interview. In conclusion, though, just kind of to wrap up, what would you like to say, you know, to the dancehall community, both locally and internationally?
Well, I understand what I could make it like more sensitive way, what I could post it like different, what I had to think about, like I have like a lot of followers and I could make it different, but I already did it, and I'm so sorry for that, like for people who was reading it and which feelings I hurt. But anyway, like I'm not feeling what I wasn't right, like to post this. I mean, like I could post a different way, right? But I don't feel what I shouldn't post it at all. Well, I think we have to fix everything to make dancehall, to make Jamaica, to make this culture like more comfortable zone for everyone. Just to make girls like feel good here. I'm talking about girls because it was first point, right? What they can come to the party and they don't need to like to tell 1,000 times like no, I will not go with you and everything. Just if some dancers will come to Jamaica for the dance hall, people, Jamaican guys, Jamaican dancers can respect that. And if girl telling you, I'm already have relationship, I'm married, or I don't need it, or I'm here for the dance hall, they could respect that and not try to have something with you every day.